You worked hard. You raised your family. You paid your dues. These are supposed to be your golden years, a time of rest, a time of freedom. But there is a threat lurking in the shadows of retirement dating. Many older men, driven by loneliness, open their doors to women who do not want to be partners. They want to be parasites. They want your security, your time, and your sanity. And at this age, a toxic relationship isn't just heartbreak, it is a health hazard. Stress kills. Financial ruin is permanent. Today, we are going to profile the 7 most dangerous types of women for senior men. We are going to learn how to spot them, how to block them, and how to protect the kingdom you spent a lifetime building. This isn't about hate, it's about survival. Let's open the file. Let's open the first file. The surveillance expert. Initially, this feels flattering. She calls you baby. She worries when you're late. You think, finally, someone who cares. But care quickly morphs into ownership. This woman suffers from deep abandonment wounds or a need for dominance. She views your autonomy as a threat. The trap. It happens slowly. First, she asks who you are texting. Then she demands to check your phone. Then she guilt trips you for spending time with your own children or grandkids. Why do you love them more than me? You retired to answer to no one. But with her, you have traded a boss for a warden. You find yourself lying about small things, buying a coffee, seeing a friend, just to avoid the interrogation. The diagnostic test. The ghost protocol. Go do a hobby alone for 4 hours. Do not answer texts immediately. When you return, watch her reaction. A healthy partner asks, "Did you have fun?" The surveillance expert asks, "Why didn't you answer me? Who were you with?" If her reaction is fear or anger, she is not a partner. She is a jailer. Break out before the bars rust shut. Type number 2. The eternal crisis manager. The drama queen. Some people are addicted to cortisol. Peace makes them uncomfortable because chaos is all they know. If there is no problem, she will manufacture one. A fight with a neighbor, a slight from a waiter, a disrespectful tone from your daughter. She creates storms to feel important. The health hazard. At 30, drama is annoying. At 65, drama is deadly. Chronic stress raises blood pressure, weakens the immune system, and accelerates cognitive decline. This woman is a biological hazard. She will drag you into her storms. You will spend your retirement putting out fires you didn't start. You become her therapist, her lawyer, and her punching bag. The exit strategy. Do not try to fix her problems. Say, "I've noticed there is a lot of conflict in your life. I am at a stage where I prioritize peace. I don't think our lifestyles match." Then block her, because if you leave the door open, she will create a crisis, fake illness, emergency, just to suck you back in. Protect your heart, literally. Type number 3, the financial prospector. She isn't looking for a man, she is looking for a bailout. Perhaps she didn't save for retirement. Perhaps she lived beyond her means. She sees you as a walking 401k. The warning signs. 1. Speed. She pushes for commitment, moving in, marriage, very fast. She says, it makes financial sense to combine households. 2. Inquisitiveness. She asks about your will, your life insurance, or the deed to your house within the first few months. 3. The we trap. She starts spending your money on our future, renovations, trips. The hard test. Tell her early on, I want you to know everything I have is in a trust for my children. My partner will not inherit my assets. Watch her face. A woman who loves you will understand. A woman who loves your money will look disgusted, angry, or cold. She will eventually leave because the investment has no return. Let her go. Type number 4. The accountability avoider. The eternal victim. Listen to her history. Is she the hero or the victim of every story? If every ex was a narcissist, if every boss was mean, if all her children are estranged, she is the common denominator. This woman uses DARVO: deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. If you bring up a concern, she will twist it until you are apologizing to her. She will gaslight you. "I never said that. You're losing your memory." This is psychological abuse. At your age, you do not have the energy to fight a reality distortion field. The reality. You cannot have a partnership with someone who cannot say, "I was wrong." Accountability is the bedrock of trust. Without it, you are building a house on quicksand. If she paints herself as a victim of the world, run, or you will become the next villain in her story. Type number 5, the emotional terrorist. She weaponizes affection. She is moody, unpredictable, and cruel. She uses the silent treatment to punish you for small infractions. She creates a walking on eggshells environment. This works because decent men hate conflict. You want peace. So you apologize, you capitulate, you surrender your dignity just to make the house quiet again. The trap. She learns that being difficult gets her what she wants. So she becomes more difficult. The fix. You must be willing to lose her. When she goes silent, you go do your own thing. You don't chase, you don't beg. "I see you're in a mood. I'm going to the club to play cards. Call me when you're ready to be an adult." This shocks her. It reestablishes your frame. If she can't handle it, eject her. Type number 6, the caretaker hunter. This is the dark side of senior dating. Health fails. It is a reality. But some women are looking for a nurse with a purse. She doesn't want a companion. She wants a driver, a cook, and a funder for her medical needs. The dynamic. Relationships should be reciprocal. If you are doing 90% of the giving, driving her everywhere, paying her bills, listening to her health complaints for hours, and getting nothing back, you are being used. You risk caregiver burnout. You risk your own health collapsing under the strain of carrying hers. The test. Ask for help. Feign a small illness or need. "I need a ride to the doctor. Can you make me soup?" Does she show up? Or does she make excuses? If she isn't there for your flu, she won't be there for your hip replacement. Finally, the most dangerous type. Type number 7, the isolation artist. This is a predator. Her goal is to sever your ties with the outside world so she has total control over you and your assets. The tactic. Triangulation. She whispers poison about your children. They are waiting for you to die. They don't visit enough. She criticizes your old friends. They are bad influences. They drink too much. Slowly, she cuts every lifeline until she is the only voice you hear. The end game. Elder abuse. Once you are isolated, you are vulnerable. You have no one to verify reality, no one to protect your assets. The law. Never let a romantic partner come between you and your blood. If she tries to isolate you, it is an act of war. Treat it as such. Gentlemen, here is the final truth. Solitude is not a curse. It is a victory. Being alone is infinitely better than being in a cage. You have earned your freedom. Do not sell it cheap. Guard your peace. Guard your family. Guard your assets. If a woman adds value, peace, and joy to your life, welcome her. But if she brings chaos, control, or drain, close the door. You are the king of your castle. Rule it wisely. If you value your freedom, hit the like button. Subscribe for more truths from the trenches. Case closed.